Hey my friends, Richard Weberg here. In today's video I want to show you how to place somebody from your holding tank and why this is important to make sure you follow the instructions in this video, because doing so will give you the ability, as you sponsor people yourself, to make sure and be able to help every single one of them build one of their legs in the binary part of Now Lifestyle. Because as you bring in people into Now Lifestyle, you are building a downline, and Now Lifestyle is based off a binary system where there are only two legs. So you don't want to try and fill in every spot in a person's downline, because you will eventually will not be able to help all those people, because your downline gets way too big. And as every person has two spots available because they have two legs, you would never be able to personally sponsor and place people in every one of these spots. So that's why, as a binary, what you do is you place your personally sponsored people the furthest in depth in each leg and the furthest outside position, so that you can help every single person in your downline build one of their legs in the binary system. And that's what is one of the great things about a binary, is it is a true team build. You know, if you have a really wide matrix structure like in some programs or businesses, you cannot help every single person in your downline. But literally in a binary you can, because your upline should be helping you build one of your legs in the binary structure over time. So you should receive spillover straight down underneath of you in one of your legs. And that's what I'm going to show you here today. So once you log in, click on Reseller Tools in this tabs across the top here. And then in the left-hand menu on the side, what you want to do is click on Your Business, and then it'll open up a further menu and click on Downline. And once this loads, I will show you how to view your entire downline and where to place people as you sponsor them. We're just going to wait a few seconds. It takes a bit to load. Okay, now that we have this loaded, you'll see when I scroll down, we have somebody in our holding tank. And you can see our little bit of our downline structure. Now this is just, you only can see so much on this screen right here. And that's why you have underneath the search box, you have show your full downline tree, because you cannot see your entire downline once it grows so big on this little spot here. It's just to give you a glimpse of it. So you will click on show your full downline tree, and maybe some of you can right now see your full downline here, but when you have somebody in your holding tank, what it does, and I'll show you on this screen, is it opens up spots. See these blank spots? They're not colored. Those are empty spots. Okay? Now, we can't fit, our downline is so massive that I have to scroll way left to right to even get to the furthest outside spots of a leg. But then you have your furthest right side underneath one of your legs, because you have two legs in a binary, like I explained. So what you want to do is, if you have a really long leg, you can click on any one person to pull up the next spots down in depth underneath that leg. So I just clicked on, see? Now if I scroll more over to the right again, this is the furthest outside spot straight down. And that's how you want to build. One person underneath the next, underneath the next. See how you can help every one of these people then? Because they all have one of their legs being built for them. So they can concentrate most of their efforts on their other leg. And that's why, you know, success leaves clues, as Joel says, and a lot of the last companies that ever went on to become billion-dollar companies were all binary, because you can literally build income for other people and help them because of it only being two legs. But that's how you can drill down in your downline. You can keep clicking on a person to see if there's any more people below them by just clicking on one of these people listed here, and it keeps drilling down and keeps drilling down. And when you want to, once you get to the place where you want to place the person, then you would click on one of these blank spots. So I'm going to actually show you an example. And first, what I'm going to show you before I reload our tree is the binary qualifications. And everybody has this available under their commissions tab in Now Lifestyle. And I'm just going to kind of read this to you first. The system will calculate the total number of cycles earned based on total volume. So you have so many cycles equals so much money. And as you have product volume flowing, meaning sales in each leg, the volume is based off of, those two legs, based on a 4 to 2 in each leg, and based on cycles. So to qualify for the binary commissions, what you need to do is have a minimum of 2 direct referrals, one placed in each leg, left and right. And again, you always place them in the outermost point of each leg, the farthest in depth that you can drill down in that leg. And then bring in another direct referral over time. Once you have reached 6 direct referrals, you qualify for life on commissions as long as those members stay active. So what me and Johnny do as we personally sponsor people is most of the people go into our weaker leg, meaning that leg doesn't have as many people. But we still keep placing one person in the other leg, on a ratio of like 10 to 1, but we do keep placing somebody in the opposite leg because we want to make sure over time that we have active people that we are placing in both of our, outermost points in each leg in the very bottom, because we're building this for the long term to make sure that both legs are really growing. And we depend on only ourselves in building our business, where a lot of people who first get started are depending upon on their upline to help them a lot, and they're learning to sponsor people. But, once you have reached 6 direct referrals, like I said, you qualify for life on commissions in the binary for life as long as those members stay active. So, anybody can sponsor 6 people. That's not a question. Is you just keep sponsoring people, and eventually you have so many personally sponsored people that you're well beyond those 6 people. The important thing is, in the beginning, make sure you place your first 2 people, one in each of your legs. And then from there on out, move to a ratio that's where you're placing the majority of people in your weak leg and occasionally placing one person in the strong leg. So, with that being said, I go back, click on Show Your Full Downline Tree. So it opens up our entire downline. And in our case, we have to drill down a long ways. But we'll wait for this to load real quick. Okay, now that it's loaded, I'm going to scroll down and see if you only had a couple people in this leg. In this person here, you see how they have a person here and a person here. You always would place it here because this is the furthest outer left point. In the right side, it would be the same thing. It would be over here, like this person here. You want to keep going down underneath in this furthest right-hand spot underneath every one of these people. So you drill down to the bottom of this by clicking on the furthest most point over here that your scrolling bar will go this way and this one down. Click on that person, it brings you to another lower point in that leg. So in our case, I'm going to do this in the left leg this time, and I'm going to click on this furthest person here in the left-hand side. And I'm going to keep drilling down in our downline until I get to the very bottom. So again, I scroll bar all the way over to the left and click on the deepest person again. And I'll have to do this for a while because me and Johnny's downline is massive. And we're getting closer. And click on the bottommost point again. And do it again. and do it again. For a lot of you getting started, this would be really quick because you're trying to build your weak leg, and that furthest point is either going to be to the right or left, depending upon where your upline is building underneath you. But ours is quite deep, so it takes a little bit of time to go place something, as you can see that I keep drilling down, drilling down, drilling down, drilling down. And we're getting there. And now we're to the bottom of this left-hand leg, and you can see this is the furthest outermost left side of the leg. So now we're going to click on the empty spot here at the bottom. If you can see my mouse cursor here twirling around, it says empty underneath username Big Hill. And I'm going to click on that and then click on the person's username that shows up, because if you have multiple people in your holding tank, it'll show multiple people in there, and you click on the person you want to place right there and then click on yes. And it'll just take a second, and now it has placed them. And you can see now they're positioned right there. And that's what you do. As you place people, you either left or right, you make sure and drill down to the bottom of the leg and place the person in the bottom furthest, either furthest to the left or furthest to the very right. And you just keep placing straight down, because this is how you help every one of these people in this line to start to be able to build their business, because one leg is being built for them. And they get excited and they start building. You know, we have lots of people who it took a little while that we kept placing people underneath them. And eventually they pop up and start building, because they're literally sitting on a pile of residual commissions. Anybody who quits this program and has a position in it, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to call them dumb. I'm going to call them they don't have the proper knowledge, because they don't realize what they're doing. We are in the very beginning stages of Now Lifestyle. It was only launched in February 2017, this year. And it was launched February 7th. We are not even yet the hair on a dog's tail for the number of people that have joined this. And in a lot of my emails, I say, have you ever wished that, you could have been in the beginning of programs like Amway, Herbalife, Melaleuca. There's many MLM companies that went on to become multi-billion-dollar companies. And that's the thing. It's easier and faster to build an empire online when you're part of a company that's going to become a billion-dollar company and has just launched, than it is to become part of a current billion-dollar company and start building. It's just easier and faster because it doesn't have masses of people in it. It doesn't mean that you can't join this, business 10 months from now or 5 years from now and still be successful in it. That's not what it means. It just means it's easier and faster because hardly anybody knows about it. Like I said, we haven't even touched a hair on a dog's tail yet. You are in at the greatest time you ever could be. And when you have an active upline like me and John who help you build one of those legs, your success is almost guaranteed as long as you just stay in and learn how to sponsor a few people. Because the people in your downline, once you have these qualifying things where you have sponsored 6 direct referrals and have placed 1 in each leg on the left and in the right, you're qualified for life for commissions, no matter if the rest of the people in that leg come from the downline you have sponsored. It doesn't matter who sponsors them after that point. You only need to have 6 direct referrals over time, and that'll qualify you for life, the 6 active downline referrals. There's some days when you get good at this stuff because you take the time to learn, that you will learn how to sponsor 10 people in a day, 20 people in a day. A lot of you listening to this sometimes are brand new to this stuff, or struggling marketers. You haven't yet learned how to do this stuff, or you've always struggled with it because you weren't building your list, you didn't have somebody helping you, you didn't learn, you didn't watch the videos, you didn't take the time. And as long as you take the time to learn and watch the videos, this is a video in a series of videos I've been doing that are literally step by step over the shoulder. So in this video, I'll leave a link to the other videos that start people off, from day one, what to start doing and how and, why. And you can watch those other videos in order if you happen to land on this video first. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get every video I send after this. But this is your golden opportunity. If you've ever heard that phrase, swim out to your ship before it takes off without you, because that's your opportunity. You don't want your ship taking off without you. There are so many opportunities in life that everybody is presented with. It's what you do with them that matters. That's the greatest decision I ever made online years ago. Was the first decision I made that I told myself, you know what? I am going to make this stuff work no matter what. I will never quit. I didn't make money my first 2.5 years online, but here I am over 14 years later, and I'm super successful because I took the time to figure it out. But I didn't have all the things available today like there is now. Back when I started, there was no YouTube, there was no Facebook, there was no Skype, there wasn't all this video stuff. In fact, everything was dial-up. You could barely get online and watch a video even if they existed. I'm a dinosaur online. I've been online a long time, and I started trying to make money online when this kind of stuff first came out. I'm not even sure the first ad, when I seen it and joined the first program, how many years ago that exactly was. I just know about the time because it's been so long. But all I can tell you is with technology and the things that are available today, and you can literally pass on information in seconds. You got webinars, you got YouTube videos like this one. There was no how-to videos that would walk you through doing stuff. You had to search everything out. Websites were not capable of what they're capable today because technology just couldn't support it back then. It is way easier and faster to do this stuff if you're willing to learn. If you're willing to learn, the sky's the limit. And we're going to be here to help you. And we're going to put out more videos to keep your education flowing and teach you the different ins and outs of how to build your email list, because that's the most important thing you can do, and build your now lifestyle downline. Other than that, my friends, I hope that helps. We will talk to you soon in another video. Have a great day.